Hey guys, welcome to the Highly Sober Hangout movie review sneak peek series. My name is Gerald Yelverton, and in this series we'll be talking about movies that are currently in the theater. Today we're talking about the 2013 action biography drama Rush, directed by Ron Howard, written by Peter Morgan, and starring Chris Hemsworth, Daniel Bruhl, Olivia Wilde, Alexandra Maria Lara, and Pier Francisco Favini.
The closer you are to death, the more alive you feel.
You're James, aren't you?
Yes. Who's that?
It's Niki Lauda. It's just been signed by Ferrari.
This is nobody.
Look at the way he's driving, like an old man.
Right now, with zero incentive, why would I drive fast?
Because I'm asking you to.
This is an incredible battle between these two great drivers.
Next time, I'll have you.
No chance. You're just a party guy. That's why everybody likes you.
Yes, I know, I'm terrible.
No, you're not terrible. You're just who you are at this point in your life.
To be a champion, it takes more than just being quick.
You have to really believe it. I've been waiting for this my whole life.
I can beat this guy, trust me.
He's consistent, dependable.
Will he put his life on the line the day that really matters?
Welcome to the racing grudge match of the decade.
World champion Niki Lauda, trapped in a searing inferno of 800 plus degrees.
Talk to me, James.
Don't go to men who are willing to kill themselves driving in circles looking for normality.
And what did your wife say when she saw your face?
She said, you don't need the face to drive, you just need the right foot.
I feel responsible for what happened.
Watching you win those races while I was fighting for my life. You were equally responsible for getting me back in the car.
42 days after his near-fatal accident, Niki Lauda will race here today.
More powerful than the fear of death is the will to win.
Rush is a recreation of the merciless 1970s rivalry between Formula One rivals James Hunt and Niki Lauda. This movie was a pleasant surprise for me. I wasn't anticipating much from this movie. I had seen a couple of the trailers for it. And the only thing that really piqued my interest was that Chris Hemsworth was in it. I'm a big Chris Hemsworth fan since the Thor series. Thor is my favorite character in the new Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I'd also seen Chris in that horror movie that he was in this year. That was really good. What was the name of that? That movie was Cabin in the Woods. I was a big fan of him from Cabin in the Woods. And then Thor, the Avengers, and Thor, the Dark World, which came out later in the year. This was a really good movie. I'm not a Formula One fan. I'm not sure that many people in the United States are. But this was, so I wasn't familiar with the real story of James Hunt and Niki Lauda. But I was all encompassed by this movie for about 2 hours because it's 123 minutes long. It's a really good story. Like the sport of it was really cool. Basically, it's James Hunt and Niki Lauda, two of the best Formula One racers, and it chronicles their events of one season of Formula One where they're each trying to be the best, and they want to be the best for different reasons. They're two totally different characters. James Hunt is pretty much like the Hollywood type of athlete and celebrity. Niki Lauda wants to be the best for technical reasons and believes, but he's not really a showman like James Hunt. So the audience and the media really aren't behind him. But James Hunt has his own inner demons, and Niki Lauda doesn't, and it's pretty cool. And I mean, we see this story play out a lot. I mean, this is Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier from Philly, where Muhammad Ali was the big champion, and then once he left, Joe Frazier became champion, and it was the showman versus the fighter, and that's really what this is. And this takes some interesting turns, some scary turns. It's really a sports ride. If you're a sports fan, you'll appreciate this. If you're a fan of a good story, you'll like this. It would be hard to find this in the theater. I'm not sure if it really is in the theater anymore, but the reason that we're covering this now is because Daniel Bruhl, who plays Niki Lauda, is really getting a lot of Oscar buzz. I believe he's nominated for Best Supporting Actor at both the SAG and the Golden Globes, and really just like a breakout star from this. Now he's been in quite a bit. He was in I saw him in the Fifth Estate, which I wasn't a fan of the movie, but I thought he did a really good job. In Glorious Bastards, The Bourne Ultimatum. So yeah, he's doing pretty well for himself, and it's a cast made up of a lot of foreign actors. So I know the Hollywood Foreign Press is probably loving this movie, which is why it's at the it's getting recognition at the Golden Globes. But in any case, it's a really good story. Olivia Wilde stars as the girlfriend and eventual wife of Chris Hemsworth in this movie. Alexandra Maria Lara stars as the girlfriend and eventual wife of Daniel Bruhl. It's good. Ron Howard did a really good job. This doesn't feel like a Ron Howard movie because it's not really showy or doesn't seem like Hollywood. It seems more of like an indie feel, but I liked it. I thought the shots were great. I thought the racing was great. I thought the actors really did a great job. Chris Hemsworth is really stepping out and showing that he's a really good actor. Like I said, I'm a fan of him in Thor. I'm not sure how many people would take Thor as being like a big acting achievement, but I think it is, and it's great. Now, this hasn't really done that well at the box office over here. It's a $38 million budget, and it's grossed $26 million here in the States alone. I'm sure it's done even better overseas, but yeah, it's a really good sleeper breakout hit. So I totally recommend it. I would give this one maybe 3.25 stars. Yeah, it's really good. And if you're in Formula One, I'm sure you'll take a lot more from this. If not, it's just cool to see sports in the 1970s and sport you're not familiar with. So yeah, 3.25 stars. My name is Gerald Yelverton with Highly Sober Productions. You can check us out at highlysoberproductions@gmail.com. You can also check us out on the web at Facebook, at Twitter, just now Highly Sober. You'll find us on YouTube, on IMDb. Yeah, and I'll catch you. 3.25. Thanks for being awesome.